Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of arrays. Let's go ahead and begin our number talk. Caleb has soccer practice at this time. What time is it? Is it AM or PM? Alright, let's look at our clock. If we look at our hour hand, we can see that the hour hand is just above the 3. It's not on the 3 yet. So we know whatever time it is going to be 2 something, all right? Because when the hour hand is not directly on the number yet, we always go by the lesser number. Now let's look at our minute hand. Our minute hand is pointing on the 11, which means 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So this tells me that it is 2:55 or 5 minutes till 3 o'clock. Okay, 2:55. Now for the second part of our question. Is it AM or PM? Now let's think. Caleb has soccer practice. Do you think Caleb would have soccer practice at 2:55 AM or 2:55 PM? What would you be doing at 2:55 AM? I think most of you would be sleeping because that's late at night. Alright, so our answer here is PM. The time is 2:55 PM. Okay, let's look at our next number talk. Alright, Savannah wakes up to get ready for school at this time. What time is it? Is it AM or PM? Again, first, let's look at our hour hand. Our hour hand is very close to the 7, but it's not quite on the 7 yet. So whenever we have our hour hand in between two numbers, we always say the less number, okay? The lesser of the two numbers. So we know it's going to be 6 something. And our minute hand over here is pointing directly on the 9. Do you guys remember what the 9 means in minutes on the clock? Let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. This tells me that it is 6:45. The next part says, is it AM or PM? Now we know that Savannah wakes up to get ready for school. At 6:45 PM, let's think about that. PM usually means afternoon or evening. So at 6:45 PM, do you think Savannah will be waking up to get ready for school? No, I don't think so. She'd probably more than likely be getting ready for maybe dinner or a shower, getting ready for bed, not waking up. Alright, so it's 6:45. When Savannah wakes up to get ready for school, it is AM. So on our clock, it is 6:45 AM. Alright, let's look at our learning target for this week. I can determine whether a group of objects has an even or odd number of members. I can apply the use of repeated addition to model arrays, determine the total number of objects, and write an equation. An array is any arrangement of things in rows and columns, such as a rectangle of square tiles or blocks. Alright, let's look at an array. This is an example of an array. Remember when you partitioned a rectangle? The small squares that you made inside of the rectangle, those are your arrays. So we can see that this array has 1, 2 rows. Each row has 3. So that's why we have 3 plus 3. Okay? 3 plus 3. Okay? Or if you choose to look at this the other way, if you want to look at it with columns, you can look at your columns. Okay, we have 2 here. That's what we have 2. Another 2, this, and another 2 right here, represented right here. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. The same thing. All depends on how you choose to look at it. Let's look at this I-Do. A teacher found 4 blue folders and 5 purple folders. Will the sum of the folders be an even or odd number? How do you know? How can you make an array? Sorry, this says, can you make an array using the total amount of items? Now, when it says here, will the sum of the folders be even or odd? When they're talking about sum, they're talking about adding, okay? Remember, sum means that's the answer that you get when you add 2 numbers together. If it had said difference, then they would be talking about subtracting. But in this case, it's sum. All right, so it says, will the sum of the folders be an even or odd number? So go ahead and pause the video, add your 2 numbers up, make an array to see if the sum of these 2 numbers is odd or even. All right, let's read this again. A teacher found 4 blue folders and 5 purple folders. Will the sum of the folders be an even or odd number? How do you know? Can you make an array using the total amount of items? All right, the first thing I'm going to do is find my sum. I added 4 plus 5, that equals 9. Did you also get 9 when you added 4 plus 5? I hope you did. If not, go ahead and pause the video right now and make sure that when you add up 4 plus 5, you get 9. Now here's one way to find your answer by creating an array. We know we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember I said earlier this week, that in order for a number to be even, it must have a partner. Here we have a partner. This one has a partner. This one has a partner. We have a partner right here. Uh-oh, he has no partner. So that tells us that 9 is an odd number. It's not an even number. It's odd. There we go. That's better. So we know that 9 is an odd number. Okay? Here's another way to see it, to do it. You might see arrays like this, where there's no discrepancy as far as you being able to see right away that, hey, he doesn't have a partner, so I know that it's an odd number. It's not always going to be laid out like this for you. Sometimes you might see it like this. As you can see right here, we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 dots here. We have an array right here with 9. But it's also odd because they don't all have partners. And it's very important to know that you might see it written like this as well. So the best thing to do is just partner them up. Okay? Let's see. Partner here. Partner here. You have a partner here. You have a partner here. And as you can see, this little guy has no partner. So again, that's how we know that 9 is an odd number. Now for a we-do. During recess, a group of students found 8 bottle caps and 6 plastic bags on the playground. Will the sum of trash be an even or odd number? How do you know? Can you make an array using the total number of items? Again, we see this word, sum. Do you guys remember what the word sum is? When you're finding the sum, what are you doing? You are adding. So go ahead and pause the video. Find the sum of your two numbers, make an array, and let me know whether or not the sum is an odd number or an even number. Alright guys, let's go over what we do. During recess, a group of students found 8 bottle caps and 6 plastic bags on the playground. Will the sum of the trash be an even or odd number? How do you know? Can you make an array using the total amount of items? Again, the first thing I'm going to do is add up 8 and 6. I need to find my sum so that I can know whether it's odd or even. So over here you can see I wrote my equation, 8 plus 6 equals 14. The way I found 14 was, I decomposed my 8 into 2 and 6 because I knew that 2 plus 6 equals 8. Now the reason why I use 2 and 6 and not 4 plus 4 because I know that I can make double. I know that 6 plus 6 equals 12 plus 2 more equals 14. Now you could have done 8. You could have done this and you could have gone 4 plus 4 and said 6 plus 4 equals 10 plus 4 more equals 14. Either way is fine. Alright guys, you can see that I arranged my dots this way and that way. This is not a true array. However, this is right here. We can see that we have partners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 groups. Okay, each has 2. So we have partners over here. The same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They each have partners. So that tells us that our answer is even. Now, to write a repeated addition equation to represent an array, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll write our 7 right here. We have 2 groups of 7. Therefore, we have 7 plus 7 equals 14. Since we have 2 groups of 7 is the same as saying 7 times 2. We have 7 and we have 2 groups of 7. So 7 times 2 equals 14. Alright? So we have 7 plus 7 equals 14. And that means it's the same as 7 times 2 equals 14. Now we know that 14 is an even number because all of our dots have a partner. Alright guys, time for you to go practice.